All right, welcome back. We've got some good news, we do believe, about Gervonta Davis's next fight. And it's going to be a fight that everybody said they really wanted to see until now they have a chance to see it. So, of course, the usual suspects got a problem with it. But Kenny Ellis puts out some news this morning. Cross our fingers and make sure it's hope that is accurate. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where it appears we have a unification fight that will take place between Gervonta Davis, the 135-pound WBA champion, and Vasyl Lomachenko, the IBF 135-pound champion, in a fight that people have been clamoring for over half a decade. Kenny Ellis, who is the trainer of Gervonta Davis, put out a Instagram post and said, we are going to be beating this dude up on November 24th. Now, you know that's going to be in Vegas more than likely. Now, before I get into the rest of the details and what I think about it and the conversation I would like to have with you, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've been around for a while, thank you so much. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Sean Denton, hope you're doing well, brother. Stay strong. And nothing but love and support for you and your beautiful family. Also, shout out to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like that, because that is what allows this old man to continue to do the videos and not have to go work at Walmart. That's a joke. I wouldn't have to do that. But hey, appreciate your support, because I do love doing what we do right here and having this conversation, which is going to be informational. And then I'm going to give you my opinion and make fun of some people. So Kenny Ellis, as I just said, put out a tweet, put out an Instagram post and said, hey, man, looks like we got to fight November 24th. I checked the calendar to make sure November 24th was a Saturday. As you know, a lot of times when people put information out that's wrong, they'll slip up and not actually have it be on a Saturday. But this fight is a terrific fight, one that I am definitely looking forward to, nervous about, because Vasyl Lomachenko ain't no joke. Gervonta Davis is no joke. And one of these dudes is going to be in some trouble. Now, of course, most people are going to say that they favor Gervonta Davis in this fight, as Vasyl Lomachenko was an older fighter. He's 36 years old. Gervonta Davis is 28 years old, 29 years old. He might be going right up on 30 years old. But I will tell you that that is something that I don't necessarily believe is going to be a huge factor, because you better believe Vasyl Lomachenko is going to be extremely, extremely motivated for the fight with Gervonta Davis and being on his P's and Q's with Gervonta, because he's never been in the ring that I know of with anybody like Gervonta Davis, and specifically somebody that is a southpaw, somebody that is they can box, they can fight on the inside, and somebody that can seriously hurt you with any shot, right? Who's got very, very fast hands, very fast feet. If he doesn't want to be there around you, he ain't going to be there. All of those things. Now, same thing goes for Gervonta Davis. Gervonta is fighting somebody that he's never been in there with before. Somebody that he's never, a type of fighter he's never been in there with before. Somebody with that much championship experience. Somebody with that particular skill set. Also very fast hands, very smart fighter, somebody that is has 3 losses. None of them have been blowout losses. Many people do not believe he lost that first fight, and many people believe that he didn't lose the second fight, and many people believe he didn't lose the third fight. More people probably don't believe he lost the third fight to Jermaine Ortiz. Now not Jermaine Ortiz, to Devin Haney. And then there are people that some people thought, however, that he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. Now, that is kind of the weakness on the side of Lomachenko, is that he's had a lot of close fights. And he's shown that he is susceptible to some things that Gervonta Davis makes people susceptible to, which is running out of gas. And just so you know, Vasyl Lomachenko, just like Gervonta, is not a fast starter. Vasyl Lomachenko starts in the second half of the fight, in the mid rounds, and kind of presses forward after that. Gervonta doesn't. Gervonta does the same thing as well. So it's going to be an interesting thing over the first couple rounds to see, who really is the person that's going to be winning rounds. If you look at the fights that Vasyl Lomachenko lost against Devin Haney won won those early rounds. If you look at the fight that he lost against Teofimo Lopez won those later rounds. And then Vasyl Lomachenko picked up the pace going on later on. Kind of same thing that people say about Gervonta Davis. So it's kind of like their flow over the fight is about the same, which tells you what these guys are experienced fighters that are looking to break down their opponents over time. But both of these guys have to be very, very careful. Now, my take on it is, look, man, I'm not going to call a winner in this fight. I mean, I think that obviously, Lomachenko has a lot closer fights, has had very close fights against people that I think are lesser opponents than Gervonta Davis is, but he's been fighting at that level. And hey, man, maybe he, to a certain extent, at this age, fights to his level his level of competition. But now the funny thing is that, you got people actually trashing this fight because of the age issue. But look, Terrence Crawford is the same age as Vasyl Lomachenko. Alexander Usyk is older than Vasyl Lomachenko. So if you have two of the top fighter, the guy that is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, if you take out Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko, just because not that Lomachenko is that, but I think Gervonta Davis has a very good argument for that. But you have Vasyl Lomachenko, you have those two guys. I don't put Usyk on my pound for pound because he's just the best fighter in the world being at heavyweight. So I don't see the need for the distinction for the heavyweight champion to put him on a pound for pound list when he's the guy that's fighting it. It's not even a weight class. Anybody can go fight him, and nobody is beating that dude as of yet, and he's beating all of the top heavyweights. So those two guys aside, Gervonta Davis and them aside, those are the best 2 fighters in the world. And those guys are 36 and 37 years old. And Lomachenko's 36. And I'm telling you, man, people can get their second wind. People can get their second wind and jump up there and be like, hey, man, this is my last go. I'm laying everything out. He could have learned to start earlier. He could learn to finish stronger. So, I'm telling you, man, just don't write this Vasyl Lomachenko guy out, man. And to these people talking about that's not a good fight and complain, there's literally nothing Gervonta Davis could do. Gervonta could move up and fight Janabek at 160 pounds. You're still going to hear people squawk about it. You hear just 3 weeks ago, just right before Gervonta Davis fought Frank Martin, people were saying he's never fought a slick black fighter. He fights a slick black fighter, and then all of a sudden he was just green. Before he's ducking Lomachenko. He's been ducking Lomachenko all these years. When is he going to fight Lomachenko? He apparently is going to fight Lomachenko, and now the problem, why'd you wait so long? So you're not going to satisfy everybody, but I'm going to be very satisfied to see this fight. This is a big risk for Gervonta Davis to do this. He is prepared, having fought 1 southpaw in his last fight and moving into fighting another southpaw. As a matter of fact, 2 of his last 3 opponents have been southpaws. So, who fight differently than Lomachenko, but the angles and the approach, it is the same way. And my understanding is that Gervonta's even been practicing, and he did spend like a nanosecond in there with Frank Martin, fighting in the orthodox stance. So anyway, we'll see what happens. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And please, y'all, Tank, please stop crying about every fight this man has or doesn't have. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.